What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. I'm back with another settlement survival tips and tricks video. In this video, I'll be guiding you on how to trade and fish. Now, I'll only be covering those two topics in this video, so if you like a more in-depth guide, a beginner's guide, be sure to check out the video I have linked down below in the description. I made a very detailed guide about how to get started and how to start your settlement off for success. I also made a quick video, it's about 10 minutes long or less, 5 most important tips that you should know about the game to get started. So be sure to check that out if you need more detail. Now I'm going to talk to you about fishing here. So if you check the top left up here where my cursor is, you can see that we only have about 28 fish. Now, eventually that number is going to start to go down. So in order for us to get more, we need to go down here to this carrot icon, which is the food icon, and we need to build a fishing dock. Now, as you can kind of guess, the fishing dock is going to need to be by the water. So let's go ahead and place this down in the water. Go ahead and get the game started. Now, unlike most buildings, this building just can't be built with timber alone. As you look right here, it says we need planks. Now, to get planks, if you already have your water mill put down, you go over here to your water mill, you open it up, and where it says production, you change it from domestic fuel, go to building materials, and you change it to planks. Now that's how you get planks, and once you get those, once you start producing those rather, you'll be able to build the fishing dock and you'll be able to get more fish. Now while that's being built, I want to go ahead and talk to you a little bit about the trading system in this game. So as you can see, we start off with a pretty good amount of a variety, I should say, of food, like potato and wheat and oats and stuff like that. But if you look down here, there's a lot of things that we don't have and we're not producing right now because we didn't come to the island with those things. So in order to get those different materials and resources and stuff like that, you're going to want to get into the trading system. So if you look up here to the top right, you can see you have this boat icon right here. And what this boat icon tells you, it says a merchant ship is on its way and is ready for trade upon arrival at the port. Now, if you don't have a ferry built, then the trader is just going to keep passing by and he's not going to have nowhere to dock, right? So once this icon gets to this arrow here, then the trader will be ready to dock and to trade with you. But in order to build that, what you're going to want to do is, like I said, you're going to want to build a ferry. Now, in order to unlock the ferry, you need to go up here to the tech tree and you're going to need some development points. Go up here to your technology tree, come down to trade, and you're going to want to unlock sea transportation. All right. Now with sea transportation, you can just read the description right here. It just says the merchants are more willing to do business with your town. Ships at the ferry and dock can carry a wide variety of items. Now by unlocking the sea transportation, this allows the merchant to carry a wider variety of items. So let's go ahead and unlock that. All right, got that unlocked. Now come down here to the storage key and you're going to want to build a ferry. So just like the fishing dock right there, you're going to want to put this somewhere where it is in a body of water. So let's see if I can find a decent place to put it down, because the way my my area is kind of set up, it's kind of hard to find a spot. I say that and then I find a spot, right? All right, so I got that put down. We're going to have them prioritize this, and once that's done, I will come back. Got our ferry built up here, and now once this the ship icon gets to this arrow, a merchant ship will be here, and then I can demonstrate for you guys how the trading system works. But in the meantime, while we wait for that, I also want to tell you that in order to trade, you're going to need two things. You're either going to want to trade with your goods, or you're going to want to use silver coins. Now if you look up here in the top, you see this little coin icon with the S, and that tells you the amount of silver coins you have, which I have none right now, but I'm going to show you how we can obtain those. So if you come up here to the technology tab and you go over to trade, and you have to click on the grocery store and you activate that, and that unlocks the grocery store. Now what that does, that allows us to trade within our community. So our people can go up here and they can trade various items, and that will give us silver coins. So let's go ahead and get that building built. And I also want to point out another thing that I don't believe I mentioned in my beginner's guide. You also want to build a repair shop, because if you see right here, this building, and this one over here, these buildings over time, they do start to deteriorate. So in order to prevent that, you want to build a repair shop and have a repairman that will come and keep the buildings, you know, keep them looking good, looking fresh, so they won't be all dilapidated like these 3 buildings are. That'll be another thing that we want to go ahead and get built, so I can get my buildings looking fresh. Now, we already got our grocery store set. Now, once this building is done, you have to actually go in and set the items that you want to sell. So you click on the building, you go to click the plus sign here in the sell items tab, and you just place whatever you want in there. So I'm gonna put some cabbages in there since we got a bunch of those. And I'll just set it to about 100 cabbages should be good. Add those to the warehouse. I'll also put about 100 tomatoes in there that I want to sell. Add those to the grocery store, sorry, not the warehouse. And then once they carry those items from our stockpile here to the grocery store, then they'll be available to trade within the community, and that'll give us some silver coins that we can use to trade with the merchant once he comes. Now, like I say, you can also use your goods to trade with the merchant. So if you don't have silver coins when the merchant shows up, that's totally okay. You can just trade your, you know, your food or your tools or whatever you have to trade with him. Now, the merchant does not carry silver coins. So when you're trading with him, which I'll show you here in a bit once the merchant arrives, you can't trade your goods and expect for him to give you coins, because like I say, he doesn't carry them. So all he's going to give you are goods. And also, while we wait on the merchant to arrive, I want to point out another point here. If you see, I have only 1 technology points right now, right? So if I needed more points, and I needed, you know, if I'm trying to unlock something, I don't have enough points and I wanted to get more points faster, what you have to do is, see this research institute right here? This is what you need to speed up the production of your technology points. So the more of those you have, the greater output of technology points you get, right? So if I wanted to get more technology points, I could just put down maybe a couple more of those, and that'll speed up how fast I get my technology points. Now that we got our grocery store up and running, we've sold a few items, and now you can see that we are getting some silver coins now that we can trade with the merchant once he arrives. Have about 1,000 silver coins. Another thing I wanted to point out about those beat up buildings, the repairman is there. I might have misspoke earlier, but the repairman is there to ensure that those buildings won't be damaged the way they were. So if they get down to the point to where they were earlier, where you can see holes in them and all that stuff like that, what you have to do is click on them, and they have an option down here to where you can repair them, and those buildings will be rebuilt. But just make sure you have a repairman down. That way your buildings won't ever get to that point. And we're just about to the point to where the merchant is due to arrive. So once he comes back, I'll be back and I'll show you exactly how the trading system works. All right, now the merchant has arrived at the ferry, and I'm going to show you real quickly here how the trading system works. So once the merchant arrives, you just click on his ship, and you see the inventory that he has, see what you want to get. And it's a lot of things on here that we don't have. I know some of the buildings that we have need to build are going to require things like lanterns, beer, jewelry, stuff like that. So just for demonstrative purposes, let's say we needed to buy 5 lanterns, right? So we have 1,334 silver coins. The total price for 5 lanterns, 262 coins, or 262, units of purchase or sale or whatever. Put the correct amount there in the sale tab. Click transaction, and now we have those items. Now, let's say that we didn't have any silver coins, right? And we still wanted to buy 5 lanterns or 2 lanterns. What we would do is we would take some of the goods that we have to trade with. So we got these lanterns right here to trade with. Being that 1 lantern costs 52 units, if we wanted to trade with just the goods, we would have, we just put the correct amount in there. So we have 35 for 1, put 2 in there, we get 70. Now we can trade without using the coins. Says selling price is higher than the purchase price, proceed with trade. Yes. Now, what you have to keep in mind also, like I said, that the trader does not keep coins on him. So if the trading price is higher than the purchasing price, it's got to eat that cost, right? But anyway, that's a brief overview about the trading and the fishing system in this game. If you like what you see, be sure to hit the thumbs up button, subscribe if you want to see more. Like I said, if you want to see a more in-depth guide, be sure to check out the links down below in the description. So remember, guys, continue to love God and game on. See you on the next one. Peace out.